everyone, and welcome to the 6th Annual Suffolk Youth Achievement Awards, celebrating today's youth, recognizing tomorrow's leaders. I am Megan Whitfield, Chair of the Suffolk Youth Advisory Council, and I will serve as your Mistress of Ceremony for the evening. First, we will have our welcome by Mr. Henry Buck, Chairman, Suffolk Park and Recreation Advisory Commission.
Good evening. Again, by not taking an opportunity to sit at the front table, will Councilman Bennett please stand? Thank you for attending. When asked to open the ceremony, thinking about what should I say. So first of all, I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome each and every one to the 2015 Youth Achievement Award Ceremony. As this young lady mentioned, the theme is celebrating today's youth by recognizing tomorrow's leaders. But tonight, some will be honored for their achievements. But there were no losers in the competition. There were no losers in the selection process. However, some were recognized for outstanding achievement. But again, there were no losers. By participating, each youth was nominated by a counselor or someone that recognized their achievement. And that's an honor in itself, someone to recognize what you do each and every day. Because on the news, so much is said negatively about our youth. But when this program, we honor those youths and we recognize each and every youth in the city of Suffolk for having a chance to do something to demonstrate an ability far and above what others will recognize. So once again, take this opportunity to welcome each and every one to this award ceremony. Please enjoy this evening. Thank you.
May everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Now we will have the singing of our national anthem by Mr. Terriano Johnson, former Suffolk Youth Advisory Council member. Everybody stand again.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the Rockies' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you. Now you may be seated officially. Now we will have the invocation and grace by Pastor Akeem Walker.
Would you bow your heads? Eternal One, we thank you this evening for the gift of life. Thank you for the city of Suffolk and the Suffolk Youth Advisory Council. Thank you for all of these wonderful young lives that you've allowed to be celebrated tonight. Thank you for every achievement that each of them have been gifted to win. Thank you for the talents that you have given to each of them, and thank you for keeping them safe for another year. And so, God, as we gather tonight, we invite your presence, that even through fellowship and celebration, that your love will be felt. Bless the food and bless it as we receive it, and then touch those in this city and in this country that don't have a decent meal to eat. Let us always be appreciative of the kindness that you've shown us. In the name of the Eternal One we pray, amen.
Now for everyone's favorite part. Each table will be called for dinner. Which table? Which table? The head table, followed by my table farthest over here to the right. I hope you all are enjoying your meals, and please remember that dessert is in the back. Before we move on with the program, let us recognize two Suffolk Parks and Recreation Commissioners, Mr. Ira Steingold and Mr. Anthony Sanderford. Thank you for joining us this evening. Now we will have congratulatory remarks by Chief Cedric Scott, Suffolk Fire and Rescue.
Oh, thank you so much, and good evening, everyone. It's a great honor to be with you today, to be here to be a part of the Youth Achievement Awards. Acting City Manager Patrick Roberts could not be here this evening, and he asked me to stand in for him, and I consider it a great honor to have been asked to be here with you, and then for the cause. I think it's just wonderful that I have an opportunity to spend a few minutes with you and provide some congratulatory remarks to you. So I thank Mr. Roberts for giving me the opportunity to be here with you this evening. I usually start by, before I get into my remarks, by speaking about something a little lighthearted. I try to, my humor is a little dry humor. You've probably dry humor, but nevertheless, I continue to do it anyway. In my line of work, you'll find some things funny. Gentleman called 911, said, "I need help, someone is passed out." Operator, knowing that was a serious emergency, said, "Where are you? Where is this person who has passed out. He said, we're on Clisperian Avenue. Clisperian Avenue. The operator responded by asking the gentleman, can you spell Clisperian? He responded by saying, I'll drag him over to Oak Street and call you back. I thought you'd find that entertaining. I want to thank the mentors, those people who have mentored in the lives of the youth who are assembled here today. You deserve a round of applause as well for being a mentor along the way. I want to also thank any teachers that may. Any teachers here? School teachers here? School teachers, thank you. Thank you, school teachers, for what you do every day. I found, speaking to our MC, and she is planning to become a teacher as well, and I applauded her for what she is planning to do. But teachers are very important in our lives, and they make a great difference in achieving everything that we want to be. Because when you see people achieve, at some point along the way, there was a teacher somewhere. And so, thank you, teachers. I want to thank the parents. Any parents here? Parents? Parents, without you, waking them up in the morning sometimes, making sure they have everything they need to do what they need to do every day to be successful. Parents, without you putting them in the car, driving them where they need to be, picking them up when they need to be picked up. And if they're like my kids have been along the way, sometimes they have a little attitude with us, and we have to say, remind them, we're still the parents, and you need to listen to me. But parents, thank you for being parents. It's an important job, and you being here today with this young person, it's just a true testament to your dedication. Being a parent doesn't come with a user's manual, and we have to, so anytime I have an opportunity to say parents, thank you, I do that because you are very important. I want to also congratulate the Youth Achievement Awards recipients. You should be very proud of yourselves for this accomplishment and for being recognized here this evening. I'm very proud to be here with you to share this moment with you. I want to talk to you just for a few moments. And first I want to talk to you not only to congratulate you, but I want to impart a few thoughts with you, some things to leave with you to have on your mind as you continue to move forward in life. The first thing I want to mention to you is something that I think, two words that are not used enough, and that is personal responsibility. You, as an aspiring person to become a teacher, or a lawyer, a doctor, or whatever it is that you plan to do in life, some of you will even go on to create jobs. You will go on to start your own companies and create opportunities for everyone else so that others can have an opportunity. But in order to get there, you're going to have some personal responsibility. That means that no matter what your teachers and your mom and your dad and your mentors along the way have told you about drugs and alcohol and things that can be very bad for you, I want you to hear this from me today, that at the end of the day, in the final analysis, it is you who will make the final decision. Whether or not to get into a car with someone who's been drinking, whether or not to drink alcohol yourself or use drugs, it will be you at the end of the day that will have to call on everything that we have put in you over these years. I'm saying we because as a firefighter, I've had an opportunity to go out and talk to young people and say, look, stay in school, don't do drugs, work as hard as you can. Your parents are doing the same thing, your mentors are doing the same thing. But at the end of the day, it is going to be you who are going to have to dig deep inside of you to say, no, I'm not going to get in the car with you. You've been drinking. My life is going in another direction other than drugs. And you're going to have to make that decision. Now, some decisions in life, when we're talking about personal responsibility, some decisions in life are not going to be that large. It's going to be some decisions you're going to have to make. You're going to be in line one day. And when I'm talking about personal responsibility, listen to this. You're going to be in line one day, perhaps at a department store, and you're going to be in the checkout line, and a cashier may give you $5 too much back. Now, you know they've given you $5 too much. That's not a windfall for you. That's personal responsibility for you to say, ma'am or sir, you've given me $5 too much. And you give that back to them. That's establishing character in yourself. That's personal responsibility for doing what is right when it's so easy to do what's wrong. Because that person on the other side of that cash register is somebody's dad, somebody's mom, somebody's sister, somebody's brother. They get to the end of the day and they have to count that till up and it comes up $5 short. That may have to come out of their check. Personal responsibility to do what's right, even in the face of everything going on around you that's wrong. You're going to have to make the decision to do that. Now, I want to tell you that keeping a clean record is going to be important. We've got to follow the laws and rules of the road. You're driving, you need to drive the speed limit. Don't tatter up your driving record, because when you go in to apply for this position that you've been trying to get and they do a background check on you and your driver's record comes back and it's got all kinds of speeding tickets on there and everything else, and they say, sorry, we can't insure you. I'm trying to give you something today, not a lot of big words, but just things that you can take with you and put in your pocket that'll last you a lifetime. I want to also tell you this: don't rush through life. Don't rush through life. Don't be so quick to want to be 21. You ever heard that? I want to be 21 so I can do A, B, C, or D. Don't rush through life. Enjoy your life. Enjoy being young. Enjoy being youthful and having everything in front of you. Take the time to smell the roses. Don't be so quick to want to be an adult. Enjoy where you are now. You know, one of the things that I say enjoying and doing what you enjoy right now, and why that's important is because of this. When I was asked one time, what does it take to be a fire chief? They didn't know who they were asking when they asked me that question. Because I told them the first thing that's required in being a good fire chief is to be a good firefighter. What that means is this: you need to be the best at what you're doing right now. And it appears to me that you're doing just that, because you're being honored this evening. And you already understand that principle. And I want you to take that on through your life with you. When you start your first job, it may not be the job you want. May not be the job you want, but you have to go in every day and give it everything you got and be the best, whatever it is you're trying to be. Some of us maybe have part-time jobs right now. Maybe we're bagging clerks, or we're working part-time at the movie theater, or we're doing something. Right now is the time where you develop the right skills that you're going to take for the rest of your life right now. Being the best you can be at where you are right now. So don't rush through life. I want to share something with you, and I'm going to be headed to my seat here, but I want to share something with you, and this is called An Ode to Success. There is no author to this, but I want to share it with you, provide a few comments along the way. It says that success is about continuous action. It's a matter of hanging in there even after others have let go. You're not finished when you're defeated. You're finished when you quit. You're not finished when you're defeated. You're only finished when you quit. So that means that you're going to have some tough times in life. Everything is not going to go your way. But you've got to keep coming in every day with a good attitude and knowing that, guess what? Like I had to learn this. It may be dark right now, but the sun's coming out tomorrow. I may be down right now, but I'm going to be up tomorrow. And that's how you got to look at it. We can't ever find ourselves in a position where we have reached a point that we find a permanent solution to a temporary problem. That's why we can't give up. The most important quality essential to success is perseverance. It overcomes almost everything. You can have a fresh start anytime you choose. For failure is not the falling down, but it's the staying down. It's not over until it's over. If you've got the courage to stick it out, you can attain your goal. Now listen to this. Winning isn't everything, but wanting to win is. What that means is this: when you start out and head toward college and technical school or wherever it is that you're headed to continue your life, you're going to find yourself in the midnight hour. You're going to be sitting there and you're going to have papers to do and you're going to have work and studying to do. I want you to know that anything worth having is worth working for. And you're going to have to put the time in because they're not going to give it to you now. You've got to put the time in and just know someone standing in front of you right now. I have a master's degree. And I want to tell you, I saw a lot of late nights, a lot of early mornings, thought about giving up. Some people were encouraging me to give up. That's going to happen too, by the way. Girl, I don't see why you keep going to school. You already got a good job. Man, why are you doing that? You don't need to do that. No, yes, I have to do that because my mom and dad and my parents and my teachers, and they were behind me, pushing me, and they want to see me win. And in order for me to win, I've got to get that piece of paper. And I can't do it if I quit. And that piece of paper is that diploma, that degree that gives you the ticket to get in the door. You see, that degree isn't everything. It's your ticket to get in. Once you get that ticket and you get in and you get in the door, and then now it becomes down to what determines your altitude, and that is your attitude. Don't be afraid to smile sometimes. It's okay. I smile every day. It's okay to smile. Those are some things I want to share with you. Man, I could stay up here. I'm just so proud of you and so proud to be here and be a part of this. I wanted to share some things with you, give you something that you can kind of put in your pocket and take with you. But thank you so much. Congratulations to you and much success to you as you go forward in the rest of your lives. Good evening, everyone.
Thank you so much, Chief Cedric Scott, for those encouraging words. Now we will have the presentation of our awards by Mr. Byron Lawrence, Recreation Specialist number 2.
Good evening. It's a great day to be connected to the Office on Youth with the City of Suffolk. I will be doing the awards presentations, and I'm honored to be able to do this tonight. The first award I will be presenting will be the Outstanding Youth Leadership Award. Miss Elizabeth Childs is a junior at Kings Fork High School. She is a member of the International Baccalaureate Program. Elizabeth is noted as having qualities such as high level of initiative, inspired ideas, a gift to spark others to participate, and a great organizer who can get things done. Some of her accomplishments include a 4.2 GPA, first place for the Hampton University Essay on Transportation, and a nomination for the National Academy for Future Physicians and Medical Scientists Award of Excellence. She plans to become an engineer and earns funds to open a school that will serve as both a boarding house for foster children as well as exceptional children. She was nominated by Ms. Carol Kennedy Dickens. Ms. Elizabeth Childs, can you please come forward? The next award would be the Outstanding Athlete Award. For the first time since starting this award banquet, we have two young people who actually scored the same score. So we decided to award both of them. Noah Giles is the junior at Nasman Suffolk Academy. In just one season, he was able to compile over 1,600 all-purpose yards, in addition to 21 touchdowns. Wow. He has received numerous honors, including, but not limited to, first team All-State running back and cornerback for conference awards. In addition, Noah earned first place in the 200-meter dash, triple jump, and long jump during the 2015 Tidewater Conference of Independent School Championships. This, along with his academic achievements, earned him the opportunity to attend the Naval Academy Summer Seminar, which he is attending right now. So at this time, his brother Anthony Giles will accept this honor on his behalf. And also, his brother was his nominator. Our second recipient is Emma Marston. Emma is a three-sport athlete at Kings Fork High School. She participates in field hockey, swimming, and soccer. Emma earned an all-conference honorable mention for field hockey, and she also participated in a college showcase program for field hockey. She has earned the honor to participate in the conference and regional meet in swimming, and she was noted as being a driven competitor who will do whatever is needed to get her team in the best position to win. While participating in sports year-round, she has remained focused on her academics. She has been able to be balanced with her sports and academics while still giving back to the community. Emma was nominated by Ms. Carol Kennedy Dickens. Great job. Okay. Our last award will be the Outstanding Group Citizenship. Arts for Heart is a group made up of 4 young ladies who attend Kingsford High School. Tavana Claude served as the team leader, along with Randy Miller, Shannon Gerton, and Hannah Atkins. Through the initiative, their art will be displayed at the Suffolk Center for Cultural Arts, and the hope is that the pieces will be sold to help raise funds for the American Heart Association. These young ladies recognize the importance of making a positive impact on the local community and has put a plan in action just to do that. They were nominated by Ms. Carol Kennedy Dickens. Congratulations to all the honorees. Now we'll have special presentations by Ms. Rakita Fofana, the Youth Outreach Coordinator.
Good evening, everyone. I stand before you to acknowledge our Youth Advisory Council for the 2014-15 school year. We have a very amazing group of young people who come together for all types of occasions. They have volunteered over the year for numerous events throughout the city. We hosted our own fashion show back in April where we were able to raise over $600 that will be donated to a nonprofit organization. We have also participated in Global Youth Service Day, which is a national volunteer day, and we hosted it here in the city of Suffolk. We actually worked at the East Suffolk Garden, and we planted everything. It is a community garden, so at some point when those things have harvested, you guys are welcome to go over. We planted some mint, some vegetables, some everything. I am honored to have most of our members here with us on tonight. I'm going to call you forward so that you can receive just a small token of our appreciation for you being with us on this year. First, we're going to call Noah Giles. Noah was our Outstanding Athletic Award winner for the Youth Achievement Awards, but again, he's not here because he has received other honors that required him to be there, so we're going to ask his brother to come and receive this award for him as well. Next, we have Miss Trinity Woodson. Miss Khadijah Person. Miss Audrey Davis. Talia Edwards. Garrett Whitley. Maya Anderson. This last group of individuals are our seniors for the year. Some of them have been with us since middle school. Some of them just came on board this year. Altogether, it was a joy to have them, and we hate to see so many of them go. First, we're going to have Ms. Megan Whitfield, who was our chair for this year. Megan will be attending Norfolk State University in the fall. Next, Mr. Jonathan Sharp. Jonathan will be attending Virginia Commonwealth University. Ms. Christy Jordan. Christy was our vice chair this year and also served as our community service chair. She will be attending Old Dominion University. Ms. Kendra Nickerson. Kendra was our special events chair this year, and she will also be attending Virginia Commonwealth University. Ms. Ashlyn Goodman. Ashlyn will be attending Virginia Union University. And last is Ms. Kanika Waters. Kanika had to leave early, but she will be attending Georgia State University. You guys stay. If I could just get all the members to come forward so we can get one big group photo real quick. All the members to come forward. I appreciate each and every one of you for all of your hard work and dedication this year. To those of you that will not be leaving us to go to college, I'm looking forward to you returning and taking some of these positions that are leaving us. If you guys, yeah, some of you step up on the stage, that may make it just a little bit better. There we go. Thank you all again. And lastly for the night, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you guys our 2015 Youth Supporter of the Year. Our Youth Supporter of the Year often participates in various programs through the Suffolk Public School systems, including our career fairs. She uses her experience from working in her family business at T. Cook Overton Funeral Home to expose youth to a non-traditional career opportunity. She is very well known throughout the community for doing things such as taking time to include youth and bringing about awareness for things such as breast cancer. They were actively involved and included in her program honoring breast cancer survivors. She supports the youth in all that they do, from school to church, at home, and just out in the community. She includes them in all aspects of her life. They are often seen with her at work as well as play. Glamour Girl makeup artistry is another one of her many gifts. She uses it to further beautify our youth and give them just an added bit of self-confidence. She has even gone above and beyond and offered these services to seniors taking senior portraits. She serves as a mentor to 6 amazing young ladies, and those of you that are here, we ask that you please stand. of these young ladies are through the GEMS Mentor Program at Bethlehem Christian Church, the other 2 through her funeral home. These young ladies and so many others that she has touched can see through her hard work and example how important it is to give back. She can be quoted as saying things such as, "Each day of our lives, we make deposits into the memory banks of our children, and it's never too late to have a great childhood." For this and many other reasons, it gives me great pleasure to present to you our 2015 Youth Supporter of the Year, Mrs. Renee Battle.
Now that's my daughter. I am the mother.
Thanks. Good evening. First and foremost, I would like to thank my personal Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Without him, none of this would have been possible. I would also like to thank Suffolk Parks and Recreation for considering me. I would like to thank my mentees, my young ladies, their parents, and Ms. Candace Myrick, who is the chairperson of True Gems here in Suffolk. I would also like to thank my staff and family members. This comes as a great surprise. I thought I was coming for one thing, but throughout the evening I realized something wasn't right, and now I understand. It is indeed an honor and a privilege to mentor the young ladies here in Suffolk. It started as me helping a young lady who was a freshman in college, to me just taking on a bunch of young ladies as my little mini-me's, as I call them. And as you can see, we do a lot of pictures and selfies with the selfie stick. But again, I just thank you guys so much. Everything that I do comes from my heart, and I do not do these things for recognition, but it does touches my heart that you thought highly enough of me for the deeds that I have done, and I promise not to let you guys down. Thank you.
We could get the kids to come up. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. It brings us to the close of the event. It has definitely been a wonderful, wonderful evening for all of us. I am Lakita Watson, your Director of Parks and Recreation. This has been a wonderful opportunity that we started about 6 years ago, and we have been able to recognize some of Suffolk's sharpest and brightest young people. This event came out of the Suffolk Initiative on Youth Crime Prevention Plan. We see so many times, as Chief talked about, as well as our chairman, individuals being recognized, or you're seeing kids for doing bad things. We looked at this as an opportunity to raise up those rising stars. These young people have been amazing. I first also would like to recognize my staff. If any of them are here, will you please stand so you can be recognized? They work very, very hard to make sure what you see here comes from their heart. And this was the first year that I actually didn't know anything. I just was like, I'm gonna show up. And a good leader is only as good as the people as they're leaving. So I really appreciate the hard work you guys put into this. All of the parents, congratulations. As Chief said, we didn't get a manual on how to do this. We're all just trying to do the best that we can with what we have to try to prepare our kids for their futures. But also, as he said, the ball is going to be in their court. All we can do is plant that seed and pray that they continue to grow and prosper and hopefully come back to Suffolk and give back to the community that has given so much into you. I also like to thank the mentors as Miss Battle. It is just these young people and Miss Carolyn, you guys, you love them. It's written all over your face, and it just makes us feel so happy as a city to see community people stepping up and engaging young people. You are the wind beneath their wings. And to all of you young people, I looked at Christy, it brings tears to my eyes. I remember when she first came into this program, and now she'll be going off to university, as well as many of the young people. As the chief said, and I have to go back to what he said, no, we're not saying your degree is going to be a guarantee, but it's like, going out in the river and knowing how to swim. It's important that you do further your education and that you do recognize that giving back, as these people have given to you, your parents and your mentors, you have to give it back. It's called paying it forward. So again, congratulations to each and every one of you. We're hoping that something here today or this evening is something that you can take back and, one, bring some more kids back to Miss Rakita because she needs to fill all of these spaces of our graduates. But then, two, if there are kids in your community or in your school, do as Renee has done and reach back. Each one teach one. It's not about us. It's about the work and the service that we give. So I hope that you all have a good evening. Congratulations to all of you that are graduating this weekend, and Godspeed.
Thank you all for coming. I hope you all had a fantastic evening and safe travels. And to everyone, past members, take on the lead.